This is just sick. It really is. Rishi Sunak barefaced lied to a grieving mother's face. Dame Diana Johnson raised a point of order in the House today, which I want to show you. But the crux of it is that a grieving mother from a victim of the Manchester bombing arena walked over 200 miles to go and see the Prime Minister lobbying for what would be called Martin's Law. This would require venues and local authorities to have training requirements and preventative plans against terror attacks. During the meeting with Sunak, she said they shook hands and he actually agreed. He promised that he would bring it to Parliament before the summer recess and that they shook hands and he looked them straight in the eyes. 4 hours later, he was calling a general election, which means absolutely only important legislation would be rushed through in what they call the wash-up, and it gave 2 days Parliament time for final business before Parliament shuts down. So how could he do that? How could he look her in the eye, knowing exactly what he was going to do later on to a woman that's walked 200 miles to see him? It's disgraceful. And I'm so glad that he's called the election, and I'm so glad that we can actually vote to get them out.
Anna Johnson.
Mr Speaker, can I raise a point of order on the issue of a statement made by the Prime Minister to Figan Murray, the mother of Martin Hett, who was murdered in the Manchester arena bombings? She'd walked 200 miles from Manchester to London to mark the 7th anniversary this week of that terror atrocity, and the Prime Minister rightly met with Figan at 1 o'clock on Wednesday of this week. Figan, as you know, Mr Speaker, has been campaigning for Martin's Law for several years and in fact gave evidence to the Home Affairs Select Committee on the pre-legislative scrutiny that we were carrying out on the draft Terrorism Protection of Premises Bill. We published our pre-legislative scrutiny report in July 23 and we've not had a response from the government on that, despite there being a usual requirement of a response within 2 months. However, the Prime Minister told Figan on Wednesday lunchtime that the bill would be rushed through Parliament before the summer recess. This was at 1 p.m, I understand. Mr Speaker, have you had any explanation from the Prime Minister about why he would say that when 4 hours later he called the general election and clearly no bill could be rushed through before the summer recess, and the fact that Figan Murray was misled by the Prime Minister?
First of all, we've got to be careful in the language that we use. I have no knowledge or information about what conversation took place, and I wouldn't speculate, and I know the Honourable Lady, Right Honourable Lady, wouldn't expect me to also speculate on what happened. What I would say is, she's put it on the record. I think we'll leave it at that for now. And what we're now going to do...
The good news is that she's also met with Keir Starmer, who's promised that he will also get the legislation through, should the government change. It's disappointing that it's going to be a little longer wait than she expected, but at least it's still going to happen. It's not the first time that Sunak can be seen to be absolutely heartless, because this is what he's really like in the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.